Hey guys, I got a confession. I've done this, I guess, ever since I was old enough to drive. Had my first car, even my parents' car when I cleaned them up for them, washed them and detailed them and all that for my mom and dad back in my younger days. I just come out sometimes in the evening about like it is now and turn on the parking lights and just look at it. I started not to tell y'all this, but anyway, I come out here to look at the penetrol, and actually it's been like it's still a little bit tacky, but it's almost dry. I'm hoping by maybe tomorrow mid-morning or so. I don't know if we're going to have any dew, but it's finally, the sun has gone down where you can actually look at it. So I kind of see a little bit of the black where I sprayed, and that's perfect, just perfect. I think, in my mind anyway, I stopped just in time on the patina. I don't think it's too much in my mind. I actually think it looks pretty good. My wife, Mrs. PIB, came out just a minute or two ago, and she loves the way these fenders turned out. And I do too. I mean, I didn't really have to do much except change the color from dark blue to light blue. I got a few streaks, you probably can see that, but it's really no big deal. I can put another coat on it or just leave it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. I did forget to get down in here, so I will have to do that. I don't know why that slipped my mind, but it just totally did. Sorry, I got my automatic light that comes on when there's a motion light. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, I gotta tell you, I really am liking, got a few places here I need to fix too. When the sun is shining, I don't know why, but my eyes get accustomed to that, and just everything is just bright, so I can't really see. So I'm going to have to fix that. So I might as well fix the other things too. I didn't show y'all this when I cut the video off there yesterday, but I done the tailgate and the door jambs. I felt like my video was getting pretty long, and after I kind of done a little bit of splicing and editing and stuff, it turned out to be pretty dang long. So for those of y'all that like long videos, I guess maybe y'all are happy. I'm hoping everybody's happy. I sure am. I'm very happy. Yeah, I'm really liking how this turned out. It's just turned out great. That penetrol done a good job bringing out the imperfections, the colors, the rust, the faded paint where it really wasn't blue anymore, and the black, the rust color I painted before I painted on the hood and stuff before I actually painted it Island Splash. To me, it looks good. I'm going to do something else on this truck here when I get a few minutes and not real busy. I'm going to take these headlight bezels out, paint them black. Doesn't have to be a good job, just trying to put a little more color into the paint scheme here. I always do that on nearly every one of my square bodies. I'll take the bezels off, clean them up, and spray paint them black. But I thought y'all might get a kick out of seeing this. Maybe not, I don't know. Some of y'all might be disappointed how it turned out, but to me it turned out pretty good. I mean, I've got to do a few more touch-up places on it here and there, but all in all, this took me all day long. So I'm pretty happy with it. Hope y'all are too. If you are, please let me know in the comments. catch y'all in a bit.
Hey, Mr. PIB.
Hey, how are y'all?
Where are you at?
I'm actually scared to death because I'm at K&K Salvage. Last time I was here, there was a big old snake about, well, he was a big snake. And so I'm trying to find that trim
For my Papaw truck.
Yeah, Papaw truck, 78 Chevy truck. So I'm going to see if my wife, Mrs. PIB, if I'm just going to stand in the road because I'm scared of snakes. I'm going to see if she'll take it off if I do find any. So I'm just kidding. I'm just going to try to get it and get out of here. It's already warm today and there's a lot of waspers, and Mrs. PIB just about fell down.
You didn't have to say that because they can't see me.
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
I guess I saw the camera jar.
Anyway, he is crushing cars. He said he's crushed 200 tons. So I guess I better get up here and see if I can find what I'm needing if I can. So I'll see y'all in a bit.
You just made me jump.
I jumped. I thought that was a snake.
I don't know if they can see it or not.
Get up close to it. Somebody's going to think we're pointing at rocks, but I thought that was a snake.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a snake.
I've got snakes on my mind.
Yep, I do too.
Golly. Okay guys, I'm back on this truck. I've took parts off before. It's a GMC Sierra Grande. Pretty nice old truck. I can't believe somebody junked it out, but I'm going to try to get this trim. This is exactly what I'm needing for my Papaw truck. So I've got my wife, and everybody's going to be looking for snakes. If you see me running, you start running. See you in a bit. Okay guys, I know this ain't much of a junkyard video. I'm getting stuff off my legs, but I got the trim off this GMC Sierra, the long bed trim that I was needing. It's not in the best of shape, but it is what it is. If you don't have nothing, well, it's better than nothing, isn't it? But what I'm looking for now is the tailgate trim. These pieces down in here, the tailgate trim, I'm missing. All this trim on this truck is just beat all up. So anyway, I don't have any luck on that, so I'll have to keep looking elsewhere. But there are a few C10s here, but they're just about picked over and mostly by me. A couple of headlight bezels, but it seemed like one of them was broke because I'm the one that set them in there. I believe I did. Yep, broke. I remember that now. So, hang on. Guys, I went ahead and got this fan because it's laying in the seat. And I got half of a fan shroud. But I'm fixing to call it a day here. It is hot 30.
And the mosquitoes are eating me up.
What?
The mosquitoes are eating me.
Yeah, we've had a lot of rain, so I'm going to go down and pay for this and see how much it comes to. And I'll get back with y'all in a minute, okay? I got my grandson helping me. I got him toting what little bit of tools I have and my fan shroud. I'm carrying the heavy fan. Mrs. PIB's got all this trim. Yeehaw! But on our way down, I just thought I'd show you what's in here a little bit. I know I've made lots of videos here before.
They have a bigger inventory than they have had.
A bigger inventory than they have had. But it's kind of unusual to see so many Toyota trucks. I mean, just look. They got quite a few. Even, yeah, older models. Actually, that's the ones that I would like, is the older models. Sorry, I had to readjust my hand on this fan. But they got quite a few Toyota trucks, more than I've seen in one spot in a long time. But I really enjoy coming up here to K&K. It's a,
Madisonville, Tennessee.
yeah, in Madisonville, Tennessee. And I get to talk to my buddy Kip. He's a good guy. Him and his wife and his brother Kenneth as well. So it's all good. A couple of Mustangs. I know I've showed y'all these before, but you can see all the water that's in the trunk from all the rain that we've had. Golly, we've had a bunch of rain. They said we had a surplus of 2.5, maybe 3 inches for this year. So it's kind of strange we have so much rain, and out west they're needing rain so bad. I wish I could send them some of it. Anyway, we'll find out how much all this stuff is and I'll get back with you, okay? Hang on. Hey guys, I'm at K&K Salvage in Madisonville, Tennessee. K&K stands for Kip and Kenneth. They're two brothers that own this salvage yard. That's Kip right there. Really nice guy. This truck is not for sale. If I'm not mistaken, he told me it was a 64 Ford, I believe. But it's sitting on a Lincoln frame. I'll give you the information what's going on. It's a 1996 Lincoln frame. The Ford body, this truck, I think he said is a 64, was set down on top of it. And it belonged, I think he said, to his cousin, and he passed away. So Kip is sentimental to this truck, and it's not for sale. But I just thought, you know, a lot of people do that with Crown Vics and Lincolns and stuff. You know, they'll get a Ford truck or whatever, mostly Fords is what I've seen, and cut them down to fit over the frame, and you've got disc brakes, power steering, you know, the whole 9 yards. But this is my first time to see it. Like I said, it's not for sale, but done a good job, didn't he? The wheels are centered up. Sits down low just like I like them. Yeah, it's my first time to see it. Hey, I don't know if that works, but it's cool. I'm going to open this door. I don't think he will mind. I don't think his cousin that was building it, I don't think he was done with it yet, but he passed away. So I don't know what Kip's plans are with it, but knowing Kip, he'll have it looking pretty good. So I guess it's got cruise and everything. Air. I'd drive this. It's really nice. Check out the front. I got some of those. Those are cool, aren't they? I'll show you this side. This is a pretty nice truck. I don't know what one like this would be worth, but to have all this work done to it, I mean, you're talking a lot of time and money spent. Just think about it. You'd have to get the Lincoln, and it'd have to be a decent car to begin with, running and driving, in order to, you know, be able to put a 64 Ford step side bed body on it. I mean, you'd have to have both those things to begin with, and then do all the work cutting it and everything else in order to fit. There's no telling how many times, and I've never met his cousin, by the way. There's no telling how many times he took the body off, set it down, you know, everything, wiring, and oh my goodness, it would be quite expensive. But I mean, you could get in this thing and go down the interstate, no problem. Yeah, I'd love to have this. This is cool. I like anything that runs and drives and is paid for. So Ford, Studebaker, Oldsmobile, I don't care. Anyway, I thought y'all might get a kick out of it. And like I said, Kip is keeping this truck. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, I'm at K&K Salvage, Madisonville, Tennessee. I just got done doing a video on this Chevrolet truck that is for sale, 24.5. I'm pretty sure that one's for sale too, but I'm not sure how much it is. If you get an opportunity, you can call Kip at K&K Salvage, Madisonville, Tennessee. You can Google it and get his phone number. It comes up right away. Good Christian people. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless y'all. Thanks for watching the video. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. See y'all later. Okay guys, we're back from K&K Salvage Yard in Madisonville, Tennessee. And got me some bed chrome for this 1978 Chevy C10 truck. Goes by the name of Papaw. I didn't get the tailgate chrome, but I got the side pieces. Let's see what it looks like. I gotta see which way. Okay, the black is at the top. All this is dinged up and stuff, but you know what? It'll be okay, cause I don't have any. Sorry, had to reposition it in my hand. I'll have to make all this work, and I need to clean it up a little as well, but at least I got the piece, right? Yeah, I got this piece. Then I need the little short piece. See, I think it's this one. Could be wrong. Have been before. Yeah, I've got this piece, which is kind of bent because I had a hard time getting these old screws and stuff out. As you can see, somebody's already screwed some of this stuff on because they're prone about coming off anyway. So these have screws too up here, the top trim, so it's no big deal. I'll get that put on. Let's see what else I got. I got the piece that goes here. Let's see how good it looks. I believe it'll work because I didn't have any anyway, right? And I got the other piece. I just want to see what it looks like. I'm pretty happy about finding this stuff. Yeah, I think that's going to work out good. I'll try to clean it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, so it's all good. Also got me I got an extra piece too, just because it was handy to get to. Got me a clutch fan. Some of this stuff like this was just sitting in the seat of the truck, so I mean I can't pass it up. And got me part of a fan shroud, so when it's already took apart and it's laying there, I'm thinking it's meant for me. All this was 30 bucks, including this piece. And I might put it up there because I have this right here, remember? That big ding. Anyway, it kind of covers up some of that, not completely, but pretty close. I think it will. With a little massaging, it might work. I don't know. We'll see. I might not put it on. I don't know. I've just never had one before, so might get me a hammer and kind of gently tap this in so it'll fit a little bit better. I don't know. Still all up in the air. But yeah, I think it's gonna work out good. It looked pretty good on this old truck. I need this trim for the tailgate. I didn't realize this stuff was so hard to come by, but I need this trim for the tailgate. So that's my next. Slowly but surely I'll get it. I don't know where or when. Could be a while, I don't know, but it'll miraculously turn up. So I'm pretty happy about it. The old truck has turned out good. Early this morning, I didn't tell y'all, early this morning, I went over it again a second time on some spots. I redone all the white, some of the blue, not a whole lot. It really wasn't that bad. But I redone the white with Penetrol, put a second coat on, and to me it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy about this old truck. Truly I am. I'm pretty happy. I don't think I'm going to do any more to it as far as, you know, patina or penetrol or anything like that. I'm going to try to get those pieces on and, you know, slowly but surely try to put it all back together. And anyway, today my son is coming over and we're going to put the camper shell back on it. So I know I get people that like the camper shell, some people that don't. So, but where I'm at now, I need the camper shell on because it's in the garage and I'm going to be needing that space to park a truck in. So I don't want to leave it outside because a tree limb or something will happen to it. So I'd rather have it on the truck, and it comes in kind of handy anyway. Never had a long bed truck before, remember. I've never had one with a camper shell, short bed or long bed, so this is kind of a treat for me. It's kind of nice to put stuff in the back and not have to worry about it. So I think it's going to turn out pretty good once we get done with it. It's complete color change to me, looks pretty good. It's took me a long time, and I sure do appreciate y'all watching the videos. I know y'all probably get tired of it, but I'm just doing every day, trying to do a little bit every day to keep the momentum going, because I'm afraid if I stop, the truck will stop, you know, and that'll be, I'm not like that. I'll keep going till I get it done, but I try to keep motivated by doing something every day. So even if it be ever so slight. Okay, I'm gonna pull the truck back here to the backyard and wait for my son to get off work, and he's gonna help me put this camper cover back on. We'll kind of go from there, but I know it looks good like this. I've even got used to it looking like this, but I'll get used to it again with the camper top on it. And I need to paint the camper top, and my wife, if you'll remember, has bought those little vintage like running lights. I'm not going to get them working. I'm not an electrician, but I'm going to put the new lens on there where it looks like it could come on. So that's where we're at. I'll catch y'all in a bit. Okay, I'm in old Papa, the 78 C10 truck. I haven't started this truck in way over a week. Let's see how quick it starts up. Starts up pretty good for as long as it's been sitting. Been sitting a pretty good while. I'm going to take it back here to the backyard to where this camper shell thing's at, and get ready for my son to come over. Hang on. Okay, I got it back here in the backyard. Next to the 75 C10 truck Sky. I'm thinking this might be even someone mentioned it in the comments, this could be the twin, the long bed version twin to my 75 C10 Sky. Anyway, I'm trying to get all this ready to go on back on here, this camper top. So might get something, clean that off real quick. I didn't see that before. So I'm going to get busy and get all my tools and stuff and get ready to put it up here. So I guess I'll show you what it looks like when we get it on. But this is the parts I was talking about painting and putting the vintage lens on. We'll see what it looks like. See you in a bit. Okay, we got the camper top on. Got new stainless steel bolts holding them down. The camper top, instead of those ones that were rusty and would break without much effort. So I'm glad to have found that problem before a bigger problem arose. But hey, what do you think about these wheels? They're 15 by 8 Corvette rallies. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, I always kind of play this game. What would it look like with these wheels on? These wheels I got from a really good friend of mine, and but they need tires in the worst way. They're all dry rotted, so they would fit on this truck and might look pretty good, but I just got to save up for some tires. I got a lot of stuff going on at the moment, so I just thought I'd stick them up here up next to the 15 by 8s and see what they look like. Might look pretty good with the center cap on. Anyway, I'm trying to get used to this camper top again. After a week or so, 2 weeks, whatever, I kind of got used to it not being on there. Then when I took it off, I was surprised how long the truck was, and now with it on, I'm trying to get used to the look again. So anyway, I'm going to put these wheels back up in this 75 C10 truck Sky, put them in the back. I'm just trying to, as I said, the camper top was sitting here in the middle away from the wind and everything else that goes on around here when we get storms. But I'm trying to stand back where I can kind of see both trucks. They kind of twinsies, aren't they? I mean, color wise they are. They're both Silverados. Of course, this one's a 75 short bed and that's a 78 long bed, but about as close to twinsies as I'll probably ever have. But anyway, I'll get busy and put these wheels and tires up and back in the back of this truck. I need to drive this truck. I just haven't had any time to do anything with all the stuff that's been going on. So hang in there with me now. I'll be right back with you. Okay, let's drive this old truck back to the front yard. I was kind of hesitant to even bring it back here in the backyard because we've had so much rain. Try to ease around here. I don't want to mess the yard up. It's still wet. Okay. I'll tell you what, this old truck runs good. You know, I can kind of see out the rear view mirror, even though I have the camper top on, because the windows are clean, which is pretty nice. Okay. Now, I'll get used to it again. I need to paint all this stuff. Need to paint all this. I'm not sure yet. I think Mrs. PIB, I think there's several people in the comments that mentioned white. That kind of goes along with the theme, doesn't it? White and blue. Got enough blue, maybe some white. So there she is again with the camper top on it. I really like that camper top, to be honest with you. It makes the truck have a whole different appearance, I'll say that. But anyway, it is what it is, and until I can find a place to even store the camper top, if I want to take it off, you know, like for months at a time, I'll have to keep it on the truck, because I can't leave it sitting in the yard. It's going to get damaged and wind blown and all this other stuff that goes on around here. Anyway, appreciate you watching the video. Don't forget I have a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. I'm also on Instagram, Primered is Best, and Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. I'm also on Facebook, Primered is Best. If you'd like to leave a comment or something, I'd be grateful. Subscribe if you would. Mean a lot to me. And I'm kind of liking the way Papaw looks there. Hope you are too. That complete color change and putting a penetrol on really made a big difference in this truck. I think it looks much better myself. So y'all have a great day. God bless y'all. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll catch y'all in the next video. Please subscribe if you would. Appreciate it. See you later.